What's up, Mackids and Maniacs? Welcome to another episode of KM Video Live Streams. We got two of our guests that appeared here last week. Y'all know KP Video News, and you got to meet Mickey D last time. Tonight, we freestyle and we hit all kind of topics, but we're going to try to focus on publishing and then sports gambling. And Mickey D is going to let you guys know about his book regarding gambling. So, go on, guys. Take it away.
What's up? What's up? Good to be here. Yeah, Matt, good to be on your show. Thank you for inviting me. Hey, Pete, good to see you, brother.
Oh yeah, hey, what's up, folks? Yeah, I was just scrolling on the internet there, man. I'm sorry, man. I got sidetracked for a second. Some crap popped up on there, man. You know, some white boys carrying swastikas over there at Tennessee State Capitol.
I've seen that, but you know what's crazy? So you want to talk about that first, KP?
It just came across the screen. I didn't really get some details about it. Fill me in, because I didn't read the story. Well, I didn't even read the story.
They were chanting something to the effect of, I'm ad-libbing here, protect the white man, deport the Mexican.
Oh, wow.
And so what I was thinking, because I just seen this about 20 minutes ago, and what I was thinking was this. For those Mexicans that's in America that's trying to cling on to white people and be, I don't want to say want to be white, but close to white. I even just seen a video, in case anybody think my remarks are out of line, where a Mexican guy was saying their culture is catering to white because of the Spaniards, and they're against dark skin, so they prefer light skin. So when I hear this, I'm like, what Mexican in the world want to pledge his allegiance to white skin, and the white American don't want your ass here?
Right. Yeah. Well, see, they denounced their heritage, because they have a lot of black heritage. In their culture. James Edward Almost, remember him, the guy that was in the movie American Me?
Yeah.
The reason he caught flack for two reasons. The first reason was making that movie American Me, but the second part was when he made a statement stating that he couldn't understand why blacks and Mexicans don't get together, especially since Mexicans got African ancestry too. And when he made that statement, oh man, they went ballistic on him, dude. He had hits out on him and everything. He had to go into hiding, man, for a while, for a minute. I heard Carlos Santana make the same statement. So, it's like the culture's there, man. You go down to the mid part to the southern parts of Mexico, and you will see a lot of black Mexicans down there, a lot. So, but they're absolutely right in stating what they said, because they do have a distinction between the light-skinned Spanish part of their heritage and the darker skinned African. They it's separate, but it's just, I mean, that's the same thing that happens in the black culture. I mean, it happens between us too, man.
But we don't emphasize that in our culture. It's actually frowned upon, the house nigga and the field nigga attitudes.
Right.
We don't embrace. Hey, let's be white.
Right. Yeah.
But
you talking about the latest? You heard that? You may have heard this, that these truckers are saying that they're not going to deliver food to New York City. Y'all hear that?
I heard about that
10 hours ago.
Yeah, I heard about that.
The truckers are getting together, and because of the immigrants and stuff there, because of the way they treating Trump, they're saying we're not going to deliver food to New York.
You know what? They can say that all they want to, and they will say, well, okay, you got that certain group that call themselves truckers for Trump or something. But man, when it comes down to it, it's about money. It's about dollars and cents. Now, how long are you going to stop doing your job and miss out on money trying to support Trump, which wouldn't miss out one dime to support you I don't know how long that's gonna last. But then you got to think about the other truckers out there, independent truckers that would say, "Hey, you guys don't want to move it, don't want to move the food. We will. We'll make that money." So they ain't doing nothing but shooting themselves in the foot, trying to make that foolish.
It's good money.
Stand. It's good money.
Good money.
You know,
Trump ain't worried about it.
Hey,
Tory Thompson says the trucking protest fell through. The leader backpedaled.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about money.
Right.
If you drive a truck, especially an independent trucker, like my son is an independent trucker, you can't afford to miss no jobs. Can't afford to miss no job. So this guy's out there competing against the same jobs, and they underbidding each other and all this. No, ain't nowhere in the world that would work. It wouldn't work, man.
I just seen where some millionaires are talking about taking their business out of New York because they don't like that Trump got fined all that money and stuff. So.
You know what? Read between the lines, Kev Mac. They want to get out of New York because they don't want to be brought up on the same charges.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Absolutely. No, correct.
They guilty. They guilty. Trump shot himself in the foot. I call him Dookie Don. Dookie Don shot himself in the foot wearing them diapers. But anyway, he shot himself in the foot by wanting to be a public figure. If you was already doing what you was doing as being doing your TV show or whatever, but when you decided to become a politician, you should have known that you were going to be under a microscope. Everything you did was going to be under a microscope, just like you did Obama for 8 years. Everything he did was under a microscope, so he had to walk a straight line. He didn't get in no trouble, zero trouble for 8 years.
Right.
Trump had been dirty for decades. Now he put himself on Front Street, and as a result of that, that's what all these charges are about. The money charges anyway. So, I'm waiting on the feds to go ahead on and hit him with that income tax, federal income tax, because he got hit with the state income tax in New York, but he's gonna get hit with the federal income tax, which is pretty much going to be extension to this last $500 million case he just lost.
So you telling me you're not gonna buy no Trump sneakers for $400?
Hell no, man! I go over to the Dollar Tree, my favorite store, man, and get me some shoes before I buy them damn Trumpsters. Shit, wearing no Trumpsters, man. His shoes are gonna fall through just like them big baller shoes fell through. There was cats sitting up there waiting on them big baller shoes, and they never showed up. Cats spent money on them, they never showed up. Like, where my shoes at, man? Oh, they coming. Where they at? A year later, they coming. Shit, they ain't came yet. Shit.
Sound like the Great Wall that he was gonna build with all his money.
Yeah, he built about a half a mile, and it really wasn't no wall. They just stacked up a bunch of train cars and put some barbed wire on top of it, and took all that money from them people. And Bannon got charged for that. He got charged for that fraud, and Trump pardoned him. That's why he ain't in prison right now. So that was nothing but a scam. That's all it was.
So let's move on. Let's move on to the publishing, Mickey D. Tell us about your publishing company, and if there's somebody in the crowd that wants a book published, how could you make it happen for them?
Great. Let me tell you a little bit about our company, Fraser Publishing and Services. We started in Los Angeles. We've been doing this for around 30 years or so. We moved up. We've only been here in the Las Vegas area for about 15 years. We've published over a couple hundred books, and one of the books that we wanted to talk about, because we're talking about sports tonight, one of our writers wrote a book, Make Money on Sports, Bet to Win, Josh Bronson. This book right here, we talk about a little bit. We show that one on. Anything that we do is on Amazon.com. You can get books from all these different authors and what have you. But where we come in is we don't charge this exorbitant price up front like a lot of companies do. Now, I don't have nothing against companies that do what we do. It's just that over the last, years and years of doing this business, I found it that if you get my money on the back end as a publisher, I tend to do all right. What I mean by that is most publishers you go to, they'll say, okay, unless unless you're an Obama or somebody and a big name, and they're gonna give you 50, break you off 100,000 up front. That's not. I would say that's not even one out of a million. Because there's not a lot of upfront stuff out there. So what we do is we take our money on the back end when the sales come. We don't make money on the project unless you make money. So we have to make money together. We have to be in on this together. And we take the risk pretty much up front, and if we feel the book is worthy of commercial publication. Now, not every book out there we can publish because it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot to put a book out there. But most books we can. We can get out there and we leave it up to the general public. The public will let us know if the book is a hit or not. Sales. That's it. We put it out there. We give away, as many ebooks as 500 to 1,000 to get the buzz going, and then we let it rip from there. Get you some book signings, get you some places to go, some things to do some advertisements, do some promotions for you, and kind of really, some books will linger for a long period of time and they won't break out, for months and years. And then some, right up front, well, this was a subject we really, really probably shouldn't have went into, but if you think you have something out there, then definitely we are interested in seeing it, especially if you've gone here and there and they wanted 10,000, they wanted 15,000, they wanted 5,000, stuff like that. No, we want to see your project. We want to make sure your project meets a certain audience that we can market it to, and then we want to go from there.
All right. So you putting stuff on Amazon and put the books out on Amazon and places like that.
Each book that we have, we do the audio book, we do the paperback book, and we do the ebook. Now, most of the time, we'll start with a paperback and an ebook because the paperback and pretty much the ebook we get into circulation early on with Amazon, your Barnes and Noble, a couple thousand stores online stores, and we try and get it out there like that to the masses. If the book is doing halfway decent or well, then we spend the money and do an audio book on it. We can either have the artist the author is writing it, do the audio book, or we get a producer that's a real big industry out there right now, doing audio books and doing audio things. There's a really, really good professionals out there that we've worked with, maybe 6 or 8 of them. And you can go to any of our books and you can tap on there and you'll see some of the professional announcer types and all that stuff. They do a really, really good job. So we do the audio book, and then we get that into the Apple products. And we try and cover the whole gamut for you and give you the best opportunity to have your book sell, because that's the bottom line is sales.
Right. One more quick question. AI, have you guys branched into because they got the artificial intelligence that can basically project those voices. Would that be a feasible, something to contemplate? Because, man, that seems like the next wave. Don't you think that's the next wave coming up? Artificial intelligence would be reading the book instead of a person on instead of a person doing it verbally. AI could do it and can do it for free.
Yeah, that's a good point, KP. Right now, I'll tell you, Amazon and Amazon's technology is way ahead of us on that. They've got this program, this Zeroscape program, to where they'll kick any book out and they'll kick the publisher off. They take off. When they kick you off, Amazon kicks you off. You're done. Your whole catalog is done on Amazon. You get none of the money or anything if you're scheduled to get a payment or anything, nothing like that. So your book has to go through these programs and stuff. It's as tough as ever now with AI out there. And in fact, when you publish a book, it's best for publishers to put there's some AI material in there, even if there isn't, because there's a little area there and they have a disclaimer now saying that, this the book itself. I'm not talking about the audio book. The audio book's a whole different program right now. They're really, really cracking down on that because a lot of people, a lot of artists and a lot of authors are really, really complaining about AI because you can go to Chat GPT right now. You can put in, I want to write a book about sports betting and with an emphasis on basketball. I want 9 chapters and I want the chapters to talk all about money. And you'll see what Chat GPT will come up with. It'll come up with a whole book for you. Just telling it that. It'll come up with a whole book, but you can't get that book copywritten. And that book can get a publisher like me, it can get me banned. So I got to be very, very careful.
That's tricky.
Very careful.
So your audiobooks, does the author do the audiobooks or does your team do the audiobooks?
The author, we can get the author. If the author is comfortable and they want to do it and they know how to do it, because there's a real tough guidelines for Apple. I mean, like I'm talking right now, if I take a break like that, like a breath in between, you can't do that. You can't, you got to be, these are professionals that we have doing these audiobooks. And they're like, if a person can do it and they got a studio that they can do it in and they can go by those guidelines, then, they can do it. It may seem easy once it's done, but it's really tough to do an audiobook.
Right.
I
find that same problem just like when I'm doing my show. It's like I'll catch myself going, just saying, how a person talks, how you talk on the street or how you do what you do. But when you do your show, it's like you try to have a certain level of professionalism, but that English language, man, is tricky. You still get, this, that,
Right.
Like I just said, those words, extra words you don't need to throw in there when you're trying to read from a book.
Yeah, they'll give you 3 seconds here. They'll give you 5 seconds here. When you're doing your intro, but you got to be on it. You can't be like a second over what they say the max is. You got to those rules and stuff. I've had several that have been rejected and we have to do over. I got to get with the producer again. You got to redo this. You got to redo chapter 5. You got to redo. There's a problem with chapter 4. You got to, and you got to. It's got to be Amazon right now. Amazon and with AI, everything has to be almost perfect. Even from 2 years ago to now, it's different. They've written the guidelines different. So it's really if somebody, probably one of your callers, one of the guests that's listened to the show that has tried to go through Amazon, they can probably tell you some stories that were very difficult trying to get a book published through going through the cycles and getting Amazon, getting it on Audible. You can get ebooks out there. You can get ebooks out there pretty pretty easy because ebooks do not require a copyright. So you can go through Amazon and not have an issue for the most part with an ebook. But when that book is on paper, totally different guidelines. So we deal with original material, and I have been burned before. I've had a writer that, you know, they swore up and down everything was copacetic and nobody's ever written anything like this, blah, blah, blah. I even look it up and try and follow up on it. And then I was even, you know,
I'm trying to hawk some coffee money, man.
Yeah, Amazon. And man, I'm telling you, when you get suspended, it's real hard to get back. You know, they wipe everything out.
Amazon is tough. eBay was the same way. I was selling some car parts that I had car parts on eBay. And they you know, once you do one bad deal, man, and you got one problem. Well, usually not more than one problem. They will stop you from selling.
Yeah.
It's like that happened this past winter when I was trying to get that Chicago Bears hoodie. And this cat on there, man, sent me the doggone Jaguars hoodie. I still got it. I ended up getting my money back, and they told me to keep the jersey, keep the sweatshirt. But that guy, you know, they kicked him off. They bumped him off of eBay, so he could no longer sell stuff. But
well, let me say this as a consumer and a person in sales. You don't want to do bad business with nobody. So that if you're doing bad business, you need to get your ass kicked off eBay.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Well, them guidelines are rough. All you gotta do is follow the rules.
Simple. They're simple.
Yeah. You know, it's rules. There's rules to all. It's a method to all that madness. You know.
Yeah.
So what's going on with that book you got there, Mick, about the betting book?
I'm gonna tell you.
Was that your book? Was that your book, or was it somebody else's book?
This is a book we published. This is another guy's book. This is Josh Bronson's book. But this dude, you know, he hit me to all the little tricks of the trade a little bit. You know, I'm not really a handicapper or anything like that. You know, I like my Raiders and, you know, different things. But, you know, we had that final edition of the Docs book. Did y'all get that? This little final edition this year. The Docs book.
Yeah. So what's that other book you used to get from the casinos that had the that red book? The red. Yeah, is that the same book?
Yeah, this is the red book, but this is the you've seen this one, right, Kev? The Doc.
You ever seen that? You ever used that book, Kev? It's like a book. It's a book that you can pick up, like at the sports book. They got all the games listed.
Yeah, I used to keep those books.
Books. Yeah. Well, this was the last year of the book on paper like that. So they go into all digital.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got to go online to get it from now on. Got to go online to get it from now on.
You got to go online. That, Odd Sharks, and all that.
I used to try to get those books as early as I could, and I would send them to prison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my brother and
everybody have them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Man, well, them cats over there, Jerry's Nuggets, man, them niggas ain't got no computers. They gonna have to still go down to Jerry's. Jerry's Nugget, man, has got to be the whole. Is it any other worse casino in Las Vegas? Well, what's that one over there on Cheyenne? That the Lucky Club. I think they changed it over to a different name. I believe they turned it over to the Mexicans.
Yeah, it's a new name.
Got that. They running that now. Yeah.
Yeah. But this book has a nice little, you know, segment on parlays. And you know, I don't really get down a little bit, you know, because that's kind of the stocks, and you know, people that like the stocks sometimes like to dabble, you know, during football season or something. Football is most popular, you know, so you get down during football. But you know, his philosophy was like every year you starting a new business, right? You starting whatever it is, and you got to get some seed money for that business. So then with the parlays, you gotta early on get your seed money by, you know, hitting one of them, whatever you want to call it. Some people call them sucker bets or what have you. But you want 3, 4, 5 teamer, you know, and you want that on. His thing was Wednesday, because at the stations, casinos, you get your best odds on Wednesday. So that's a tip for people might be out the country or might be in other states. Las Vegas, Nevada on Wednesday. That's when you want to bet on football because you get your best odds. And that was one of the tips he threw down.
That book you can get on Amazon.
Yeah, you can get that on Amazon.com. Yeah.
Yeah, give them the name. Give them the name of that title so they can. Yeah,
it's Make Money on Sports. It's Bet to Win. Make Money on Sports. Bet to Win by Josh Bronson. Bronson.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, I know you've been. I mean, see you and Kel Mack, man. You guys have actually won. I got away from betting on sports. Like when I first moved to Vegas, Mickey, well, you know about it. I was doing those 3-team, 4-team, 5-team, the parlay tickets. You know, where you pick 5 college. I was dealing with the college, betting on the college football games on Saturday. Man, I bet 5 teams, 4 teams win. I bet 6 teams, 5 teams win. So you lose one team loses, then the whole ticket is worthless. You know. So I did that for a minute, man, and then after losing so much money, I was done. I'm like, man, I can't win. You know, so I started betting just like single team, mostly like money line bets or either, betting on the points. But that I'm just not good at picking 4 or 5 teams. Just not good at it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. You know.
Well, KP, there's this bet called round robin. You could have benefited from doing round robins. Go Young DJ just said it too. Round robin, hedge, and shorten your parlay. Shortening parlay for me never worked. If I could pick 9 out of 10, and if I take it down to 3, I'ma still have that one loser on my 3. So I was never about going down. I believe it's just my personal method. Whatever I see that I like is how many I'm gonna bet. I don't go in saying I need 2 teams or 10 teams. If there's 15 games and I see 15 that I like, then I'm gonna bet 15. If I only see 2 that I like, then I'm gonna only bet 2. But one thing that I found is very key, and I was just telling this brother this yesterday. He lost big on the Super Bowl on the 49ers. He's a 49er fan. And I know another guy that bet big and lost on the 49ers too. That's the key. If you're going to bet, you can't bet with or against your team. You got to leave your team alone. That way your bias doesn't take over your body.
Right.
What you say?
Yeah, that's just like the guy I was telling you about. There was a Dallas Cowboy fan. He bet on the Dallas Cowboys every single week, regardless. Now, I'm quite sure he made some money this past season, but when it got down to the end, if he carried it over, he lost it all, because that's what some guys that I see do, man. And they make a lot of money. They take that bet and ride, let it ride, put it back on there and bet it again for the next game. Yeah. Roll it over, bet it again for the next game, to the next game.
Yeah.
But that guy that won the Super Bowl, it was about 4 years ago, 5 years ago, that was letting it ride like that. And then he got up to millions. And he won so much money that he could not go to one casino and place the bet that he wanted to bet. So he had to go about 4 or 5 different casinos. Coincidentally, was you with me that time, Mick? We went over to the South Point, and this guy showed up to make that bet, that last bet he needed to make, and he had to come all the way down to the South Point to make that last bet
Yep. I
Believe it or
remember.
not, they changed the odds.
Yeah.
They changed the odds that right there, and we was right there when they did it.
Mhm.
Yeah. They changed
After
it.
he split, after he made his bet and split, they changed the odds and put him back again.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how much. And you know what? He lost every fucking dime because that team that he was betting on lost. They lost in the
Yeah.
Super Bowl, and that was it. He lost all that money. He had won millions, millions,
Yeah.
and he lost millions. You know.
Do, do you know this dude? Y'all heard about the prop bet for the Super Bowl, right? With the streakers running through.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm, yeah,
$50,000 bet to win about what? 400, 350,000?
a whole lot of money. He was a millionaire.
Yeah.
Dude was a
What? Oh, you mean
millionaire.
somebody bet on that? Somebody bet that a streaker would streak?
What it was is I think he had bought his ticket or something. I read the story that the guy had bought his ticket and he was going to sit up there because that was a prop bet a couple years ago that a streaker would interrupt and he thought he was going to make that bet and he did it anyway, but he was going to make the bet. And I don't think he made money on this, but he was going to make millions of dollars that a streaker would interrupt the Super Bowl. And he got front tickets. He paid $42,000 for a ticket right up front so he could run out and interrupt the game and then win his
Ah,
bet.
ah. Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah.
kind of cold blooded if it would have worked, you know.
Well, who
Yeah,
found out about that trick? Well,
yeah.
Mayweather's girlfriend won a ton of money. She bet $1 million that he would win one of his fights in the 6th round, and he did. He won the fight in the 6th round. The fighter himself cannot bet on himself, but his Mayweather's girlfriend bet on Mayweather to win the fight in the 6th round, and he won. And won the fight in the 6th round, and she won millions of
Mhm.
dollars. That shit should have been investigated. So, because the chick that he was with, eventually, in less than 6 months, he fired her, and she was gone. She was out of the picture, man. This old thick white girl he was kicking it with. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But she went
Kev
down to
Mack,
Binions. She split that bet at Binions.
yeah,
Yeah,
Binions, yeah.
I wanna I wanna say this. I'm gonna go out on a limb, KP, and agree with Go Young DJ. A fighter can bet on himself. He can't bet against himself.
Came back against himself. Okay, I knew it was some kind of catch there.
Yeah.
Cause the stewards, that's like my friend that used to work at Hollywood Park Racetrack. He was not allowed to bet on the horse races, since he worked at the racetrack. However, he was so good at knowing the horses that he would go out and look at the horses when they parade the horses, and then he would come back and tell us which horses look good and to bet on those particular horses. And we was doing pretty good, man, up to the last 4 races, and then he picked 4 duds, and we ended up walking home. The cat came to pick us up in a convertible Eldorado, man, with a telephone in it, and that was back in the day when people didn't even have cell phones. He had that mobile phone in his car, and shit, he was so mad, man. We had to walk home, but we lived in Inglewood, so it wasn't that far to walk. But he lost a lot of money. He lost a lot of money that day. Kind of cost old Jingles, man. And then he got in trouble. He did eventually get in trouble by the stewards. The stewards, they watch people that work it. It was like at the racetrack. They're not supposed to be in the gambling area, placing no bets. Yeah, but it's a catch.
Now,
It's always catches.
I wanted to see Kev Mack, you or KP. Yo, do you do the over and unders?
Yeah.
You do them?
Yeah.
You have luck with them? If you have a philosophy?
Probably it depends the sport, but overall, I don't know the numbers. I'm probably like 50-50 on over-unders. That's not my strongest point. However, in hockey, you get a lot of overs. In hockey and soccer, you get a lot of overs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. I would think they would be.
Football is tricky for me. NFL and college, because you'll see 2 teams, maybe they both got defense. So you think it's a shoe-in for the under. And then they come out just throwing the ball. The offense has changed the game plan. The referees call penalties. And then the game goes way over. You lose by the third quarter, you done already lost your bet.
Yeah, I could see you winning on the under on a hockey game, but football is too tricky. No, basketball is kind of tricky too, man. You know, man,
basketball to me, this just me, man. When I say things about gambling, I don't say this is how it should be or this is how you should see things. But for me, basketball is an exciting game to watch. It's not really exciting to put your money on because there's too many tricks. It's a lot of trickeration in basketball. Now,
that's what I'm saying. It's tricky.
Now, what they got now, see, back in the day, they only had prop bets on like Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? You couldn't bet on all the players, but now you can bet on all the players. So I like the prop bets. I don't know if you guys watch Go Young DJ when he co-hosts the show, but he talks about prop bets. We never really went deep into it yet. Hopefully we will this next season. But prop bets are a lot better to me and easier if you pick one or two players to go over the points or assists or rebounds. You know, but the game itself, to me, basketball is it's a terrible sport to bet to me.
Right. Well, those are the best that who's that? Was that you that came up with that nickname, Mickey? We just call them crazy bets, them prop bets.
Prop bets, yeah.
Crazy bets. They have a book. They got a book this thick, man, at Super Bowl time with props in it. You know, I mean, you can bet on how many goals is the field goal kicker gonna make 3? Is he gonna make 1? I mean, it's a lot of props in there, dude. For every player, just about.
Well, that's what I'm telling you now, though. They've had that for the Super Bowl as long as I can remember. But now they actually have that in games, is what I'm trying to tell you. A regular game, you can get a lot of prop bets.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. It's been a while since I've been in there buying, gambling. So
yeah, it's a new thing that they got going.
How do they work them? Do they scratch like a player? Like if the player doesn't play the beginning, they scratch him. If you already bet on him, it's just
if he doesn't play at all. If he plays a little bit, then it counts.
It counts.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. He can't get off the bench then. He can't get off the bench. That's the case.
Like in baseball or in football, remember the game where Aaron Rodgers got hurt as soon as the game started?
Yeah.
That counts. In baseball.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
A pitcher come out, he throw that first pitch, and he pull a muscle, and he go out the game. That count. AD, Anthony Davis, fall on the ground 2 minutes into the game. That count.
Yeah.
DNP did not play. If a player gets a DNP, then it don't go.
Oh, okay. That's be just like the same, just like a horse that don't run in a race.
Yes.
Scheduled to run, but it don't run, then that horse gets scratched, and hey, if you bet on it early, that means early bird betting, you just get your money back.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of that
man
going on out there. So Kevin, Matt, what you get any feedback on some of that cannabis stuff or what?
No, I didn't get no feedback.
Okay.
I didn't. Okay. I got only feedback I had. I told KP about it.
Okay.
Maybe I was telling Keystone. Yeah, I think when KP and Keystone was on. But anyway, somebody said that they didn't like the conversation about politics. So
yeah.
They couldn't watch this channel.
Man. Well, that's always going to be a tricky subject. Politics, parlor tricks. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Shit.
Keep it on sports. You say you're gonna talk about sports. Keep it on sports.
No, I ain't going there. I'm not gonna even go down that road. We kind of touched on that for a second when at the beginning, but no, that man. So betting, I mean, this is my concept as far as not even pertaining to sports. It's just like when I go to the casino. If I go to a casino and I'm going to play whatever I'm going to gamble, if I'm going to play slots or whatever. Man, you know, my thing is I got a certain amount of money that I'm going to take. And this is from my experience of losing money and winning money. I leave my credit cards at home. I leave my ATM cards at home. I take a certain amount of cash that I can afford to lose, you know, after my bills are all paid. I got a certain amount of money. If I go in there in that first however long, so let's say I got $200. That $200, I lose it, I leave. But if I take that money and I get a hit, I'm out the door. And a lot of people don't like to, you know, I got friends that don't like to go to the casino with me because every time they see me leaving, it's like, hey, where you going, man? I thought we was going to have some fun. I'm like, yeah, I did have some fun. Nigga, I just won. I'm out of here. I'm leaving with this money. I don't never leave my money. I take my money. That's like a payday. That's like working to me. I put in my time. I got my paycheck. I'm out. I don't get the money back. Damn it, here I go knocking the phone down again.
Sound like you over there.
I don't give the money back. I don't give it back. Nope.
Hey, that's pretty good, KP. I've never been that type of guy, man. But
I don't give it back, man.
My mother and my father used to tell me, man, set limits. So that's the first thing you said, set a limit. And two was leave when you get up.
Leave, man, when you get up, Jack. If I hit, I'm running. You know, if I'm just taking time, I'm like, let me go on and get me a steak dinner first before I even get started gambling. Go on and treat myself to a meal. At least I'll get a meal out of it.
Yeah.
You know, a whole bunch of times I didn't went into the casino and lost. You know, I came to LA to Vegas one time when I lived in Palmdale. I came up here, man. Within a half hour, I had lost $400. I was on my way back to Palmdale just that quick. I didn't even make it into Vegas. I just made it as far as state line. You know.
Oh, that used to happen to me all the time. But Mickey D.
Yeah.
I'm still looking into Planet 13, but first investment under 10,000. What's my best intro investing or best way to go?
As far as the marijuana is concerned.
With he said he had how much? 10K?
Yeah.
10K?
Under
10K.
Well, you can do a lot of damage with under 10K if you wanted to diversify and get into some different cannabis stocks. You can do a lot of damage. I wish I could turn you on to the Baby Knockout newsletter right here, where we have those cannabis stocks. But maybe you can email me and I could follow up with you on that. Give you my McFrey under. You can go to you can catch me on YouTube on The Scoop with Mickey D, and we can follow up. But Planet 13 is right in Las Vegas. PLNTF is a symbol, and they have also Planet 13 is in California around Santa Ana. Disneyland, they have a big dispensary there. They've got one in Florida, and they got another one in Illinois. So
give me that symbol again. Give me that symbol again, Mickey, so I can post. I'll put it up.
PLNTF, I believe it is.
All right, PLNTF. All right,
check it out.
Put it up. I'll put it up. I'll put it up so they can see it.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Yeah. Well, Planet 13. Let me see what it's trading at right now. It's one of the big ones here, and I got kind of inside scoop on Planet 13. We were my channel, The Scoop with Mickey D. We were one of the first companies to deal with Planet 13 because I knew one of the owners. I'd met him at a function or something in Henderson, and actually the owner used to be the mayor of Henderson. So Planet 13 before they made Planet 13, before anything was there, I did a walkthrough with the CEO, and the CEO was telling me his vision for Planet 13. We're gonna have a a dance room. We're gonna have a bar. We're gonna have a restaurant. We're gonna have the big dispensary here. We're gonna have you walk in and you walking in on the fish down below you, like the little tank or what have you, and you'll be able to see where they're making the stuff. And they'll be opening the area where you can smoke. So they'll be one of the first ones that basically everything. You could go there, Planet 13. It's like Disneyland. You could spend the whole day there at Planet 13. So it's like they're gonna be making some dope.
I don't know if KP made a mistake or not, but Go Young DJ said it. Planet 13 is PLNH.
I thought he said PLNTF.
PLNH in Canada is what he's talking. It must be Canadian.
Oh, that's Canada. That's the one in Canada. Okay, but PLNTF is in the United States.
Hold on. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on here.
Well, at least they're paying attention.
No, he's right. He's right on that. The same symbol they were using now, it's the universal PLNH. He's right. You're 71 cents right now.
PLNH.
PLNH, right. PLNH.
So the TF is no longer. Okay.
No. That was when it was on the
All right, let me put that up then.
What's going to happen is, and in my opinion, I'm not a stockbroker, not a money manager, not a financial advisor. So I can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything. But in my opinion, Planet 13 is one of those companies that once the banking bill passes and these stocks are able to get on the NASDAQ and get on the New York Stock Exchange, and they're allowed to get the big pools of money, then that's when the institutions jump in. Planet 13 is going to be one of those stocks that goes up again. Now, it went up on hype back in the day, and we rode it from $0.25 up to like $7 back in the day. But now this stuff will be on their earnings and stuff. Planet 13 is not doing bad. Their last earnings, they're making revenue of 30 million or so, a quarter. So they're not doing bad. They're doing really good in Las Vegas and California.
All right. For the record, DJ said PLNTF is Planet Fitness.
Yeah,
oh wow.
Fitness. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
hell, either one of them you can still make money on.
Yeah.
Planet
Planet 13 because I was the, hold on one second here, y'all. I'll show you. I was the
well, y'all, I'm after this show, I'm gonna go take a shower and I'm gonna head to the airport, man.
Okay, my brother.
Not now, when the show is over. So
yeah, you're international jet setter. You're a jet setter now, huh?
Anybody stay up late tonight, y'all can catch me tonight. I'm sure I'll be bored in the airport and probably go live.
Yeah, man. Well, while you there, man, go on and put a couple of dollars in that one of them slot machines. That if you can find that Wheel of Fortune at the airport, man, it's been a couple of people didn't hit pretty big on the Wheel of Fortune.
The wheel.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. The brother that was correcting us on the symbols, this book, Make Money Online with Cannabis Stocks, is one of the first books out there. It's got all them symbols in there, man. All of them in there.
Yeah, I'm looking at this symbol now, Planet 13 Holdings Incorporated, and that is PLNH. I'm looking at it right now on my computer.
PLNH, right?
Yeah, they're wow, 71 cents right now, 71 cents a share, which ain't bad. I mean, it's not bad when you talk about buying into a stock that's only gonna go up. Marijuana stocks, man, it's like it's the new gold rush. Yep. It's the new gold rush, bro. You know, everybody got the stories thinking about, man, if I would have just bought Apple, or if I would have just bought, Google, if I would have just bought whatever. Man, now's the time to not even start thinking about what you would have bought. Microsoft, hey, the marijuana stocks is what's happening. And you know it's only going to get larger as time goes on, because once they make that legalization thing for all 50 states, which they're going to have to do, because it's already too many states that got legalized marijuana in it. It's too many. It's way too many states so far. You know, about 20, at least 25 that got medical marijuana. You know.
Yeah, bro. So, it's over 30. Yeah, it's a lot.
30 now. Yeah.
30,
so
yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know,
when they do it, you know, the floodgates are going to be open. But my thing is, we got to be in there early, like now.
Now
we got to take advantage of this, because when the companies run these stocks up, Planet 13, I guarantee you, and there's no guarantees in this business. But when these stocks are able to get on the NASDAQ and they change the tax structure, get rid of that 280E for these companies, and they're taxed just like a regular company, man, these companies gonna make money out the wazoo. And you got companies making 300, like I said, I gave Kevin Mack on the left, 300, 400 million dollars every 90 days. They're making good money.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money, man.
And
that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
I just want to catch the crumbs. Just let me catch the crumbs off the table. Let me catch the crumbs, man. You know, playing the stocks. I mean, playing the stocks and gambling, I don't see where it's too much difference, to be honest. You know, I mean, that's just the way I look at it. You know,
there's a lot of similarities, man. I met a lot of people that, what do you call that? Today, what do you call it? Day trade.
Day trading, yeah. Day trading,
right?
They say it's very similar.
Oh yeah, I could never get into day trading, with the exception of we had a thing where you can, when we was, you know, at our job, you can kind of change your stocks and move them from one type of stock to another one, and then they made it so at first it was a limit, then they made it so you can do it on a daily basis. So I kind of got caught up in that, man, myself. You know, I'm moving it over here, I juggle it back over there the next day. I was watching it to see which one was making the most money, and then I lost a couple of $100, and I shifted it back to the slow moving stock over in the, you know, government bonds. But you know, hey, I know guys that lost thousands from day trading, thousands of dollars, man, that they were setting up for their retirement that they'll never get back. They never get that money back. It was like, you know, once it's gone, it's gone. You know, gamblers, you know, from my experience, you know, like I said, my father's a professional gambler. It's like they never count how much money they lost. They always count how much money they won. And it's never that's you count your losses?
I get my statement from the casino. They tell me what I won and lost and the overall balance.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they will give you those sheets that they, you know, if you're using your player's card when you gamble, you know, they'll let you know.
You know, for the last about 4 years, I just use the app.
Oh, okay. They got an app now. All right. Well, see, that's something new to me, because like I said, I stopped going, man, when COVID hit. I stopped going in the casinos. It's been over 4 years, man, for me, as far as going in the casinos to gamble. You know, but hey, that's
the thing, man. Stay out the casino unless you're going to eat, man.
Hey, man, look, one of my friends here was like, called me up on the phone crying, like, damn, man, what's up? Shit, I thought he was sick or something. He said, man, he was crying because he couldn't go to the casino, man, because they had locked all the casinos up for COVID. He said I got all this money in my pocket and shit. I'm like, man, don't even call me with no bullshit like that, nigga. I'm happy like a motherfucker. My pockets is fat. And you calling me up crying because you can't go to the casino. Shit. Fuck you. Get out of here. Don't call me with that bullshit. So now he's back. He happy now because he been going, he been going back to the casino again. And I'm like, hey, do your thing, brother. Enjoy yourself. But I was not crying because I could not go. I wasn't crying. Shit. I was just watching my pocket get fatter. They don't need the money. They got plenty of money. Casino got plenty of money. They don't need my money. Shit.
Yeah.
Comedian Keith. What up, comedian? We got a comedian in here named Sir Uncle Buck. You might want to holler at Sir Uncle Buck.
Oh, that's my son, Keith. He popped up.
Oh, that's him. Yeah, he's in the comment section.
Is that right? Oh, okay. I was telling him to. I had sent him the link so he could.
You told me he could make it.
Yeah, that's what he said. He was on. I don't see him. I don't see his comment. I don't see his comments on here. Wow. Okay.
Give him a shout out, KP.
I don't see him.
James Cash makes me feel bad, man, with his comments. He's telling the truth, but he's making me feel uncomfortable.
So all the stuff going on. Oh, I see him. I see him on there now. I'm trying to get him to tap in.
I saw one that was I'm gonna stay out the devil's playground, huh?
Yeah. Hey, I think the coolest thing I ever seen in a casino. Don't quote me on the casino, but I want to say it was the Sahara, and a fool won $1 million on the crap table. And after the game, they tore the table up. I said, man, that just me thinking. That table had to be rigged with some magnets or something, and the magnets wasn't working, and they took that table. Why would you throw the table out?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know, man. Guess they thought it. So I don't know. I guess the table wasn't working the way it was supposed to. The table wasn't supposed to let you hit.
That's my point.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking there was some magnesium and magnets and shit going on. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got some magnets in the dice, some magnets in the table. Yep. Yeah, they had something going on that wasn't right. That's why I never liked playing that damn roulette, man, with that ball rolling around. I said, yeah, they got some magnets in that shit somewhere. There ain't nowhere in the world I lost so much money on roulette, man. I gave that shit up.
I got a teacher come out here every year to visit, and that's her game, man. She's a roulette.
Oh, she like that roulette table? Yeah.
Roulette, man. She loves it.
You can have that roulette, man. You can have that. Yep.
James Cash betting on Michael Jordan at the roulette table. Red 23.
Red 23. He got. I know, man. I always bet on black. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, my son said he's on the road, man. That's why he didn't tap in. He's out on the road. So
it's all good. I'm gonna be on the road too in a minute. Shit.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Jimmy, my brother, Jimmy in Chicago. Jimmy, you out there? He's supposed to be hitting us up.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about this, man. If college basketball, who was that? The guys that was over there Arizona? Was that Arizona, University of Arizona, when they got caught in that gambling scandal?
Cheaters, yeah.
Years ago. What's stopping the guys in the NBA and all the rest of the sport from doing that now? That pretty much you got betting, gambling, sports gambling in damn near all 50 states now. It's legal.
Yeah.
And you got a football team here in Vegas. You got, a hockey team. Gonna have a baseball team, and most likely the WNBA team coming. How you gonna stop the players from holding back, man, on that last shot? or that last field goal, missing that last field goal on purpose.
You know what, too, man? Like, I think it's all right for every team in the league, whether it's college or pro, to hold the ball the last possession, and then the other team gets the ball and holds the ball the last possession. But what bothers me is how come in some games they don't hold the ball? When you can watch like 48 or 49 out of 50 games and they hold the ball. And then that 1 or 2 games, they're not holding the ball. Like, man, what the hell is going on? Like,
Right.
how do they figure that out? Is that the coach's call or the player's call? You know?
I think it's probably the coach's call. You know, especially in basketball. You know, that's like an unwritten rule that if you're winning by 30 points, what's the point in you shooting the ball at the end of the game? Just dribble it out. Just let the time run on out. You already winning, but it's like a slap in the face for you to try to go score again on a team that's already being beat bad. College football, I've seen coaches ready to fight over that when you had teams that like ran the score up.
Yeah.
They just ran the score up 35, 45, 50 points on the other opposing team got like 12. So they keep running the score up and running it up. You done already beat them. You done already defeated them. What's the point? You know, but I don't know, man. If a game is close and they hold it and they hold back on scoring, that shit is suspect to me because I had to look at the spread and say, wait a minute. All he had to do was kick a field goal and then he would have made the spread. But now he won't make it because it's so that people's money going down the drain. You know, they might have bet the spread.
What team y'all was that? Was that Jameis Winston and New Orleans that got in trouble at the end of the year? Remember they were in that formation, the end of the game, and Winston, I think he gave the ball to the running back or something, and they scored a touchdown. They were on like the 1 yard line. You guys remember that?
Now, I don't remember that one, but
yeah, they were on
that's
like
one of those. That's one of those games. What was the overall score though? Was it?
They were way ahead.
LSU winning by? Oh yeah, way ahead. Yeah,
way ahead, and they wanted to give one of the players a touchdown or something. But everybody, they was down. Everybody was down. They were in the formation, like he was gonna put his knee down, and the dude ran the ball, and they asked him at the end, what happened and why he. Somebody got fired too, I think, over that.
Oh yeah,
something happened over that.
Yeah. Well, Winston, he haven't panned out. He haven't panned out as an NFL quarterback. I don't know how long he's going to be in the league. He's like second string. Was he second string or third string? They bumped him down over there in New Orleans. Last I heard, I don't know what he's doing. But he started out as a starting quarterback, and now he is a backup quarterback. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You see, still in the league. Cam Newton is just watching from the sideline. Has he officially retired yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know we could use a quarterback.
Yeah, Cam was stingy, man. He didn't want to share that money, man. All he had to do was pay his front line off, and he could have got some blocking. It's an unwritten rule, man. A lot of quarterbacks talk about that. Hey, pay your front line off, man. You the one with the big check. Go on and break them off, because there's some cats on the offensive line that ain't making that big money like you make it. So break them off and let them. They'll protect. Then they'll block for you. You can't be greedy with the cash. You got to share it. Troy Aikman told that story, and I didn't believe it until I heard him say it. He said it on one of them sports shows. He said, yeah, he was trying to figure out why he was getting smashed like he was getting. And then the guys told him, hey, man, break us off a little something, something. So he started breaking them off, and then he started getting some blocking, So, I guess Tom Brady was breaking his boys off all the time because Brady seemed like he could stand out there for a whole half hour and not have to worry about getting hit.
Yeah. Shotty Mac said Cam got a podcast, not the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's got a podcast.
Yeah. I haven't seen his. I seen what's that other cat that was on there that got a podcast? There's so many podcasts out there now. I go down a deep hole trying to name them all.
What's up with
But-
Shay Shay wanting to take that fade with Mike Epps, and then they take
Yeah, well, Mike Epps was right though, because I questioned that name myself, man. What the hell is it? Shay Shay sound like a gay name to me.
you know,
So a woman's name or something.
he might want to fight you next, KP.
Yeah.
No, man, I don't know that though, dude. But what you call it? Your girl, she don't even look the same. Your girl you was talking about that's doing that show over there with Corey Holcomb. That you was talking about, Darlene, she don't even look the same. I was looking at some of her pictures when she was younger. You know, she's still feisty though. She still talk a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But you know, they be cracking me up, man, at that 5150 show. That shit be funny as hell. You know. But they she put on a few pounds. Over there.
What older woman don't put on a few pounds?
Yeah, they put on pounds and then they want to blame it on babies. Like, the baby's fault. Shit. Blame it on that plate. You push that plate back. Yep.
Real.
Oh man. Yep. Kev Mack, boy, the international playboy, man, heading to the airport, man, trying to get on that big bird.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm a little bit worried about flying over the water, man. You know, I gotta.
Man, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I hope I'm all right. I mean, you know.
Yeah, you'll be all right. Because you're going at night. You going at night, you ain't gonna see no water no way. You gonna be asleep. Shit.
I'm going to Dallas first, so I'll be in Dallas.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Dallas, man. I knew some players. I knew some serious hustlers out of Dallas. Serious hustlers.
But to answer your question, Mickey D, I'm on my way to Puerto Rico to find this little midget for my homeboy Slick from Compton. You know, he got this thing about midgets, and he told me about this Puerto Rican midget. So I said, man, I'm a comb the earth until I find one.
Find that Puerto Rican midget. I tell you,
New York first. If I don't find one in New York, I'm gonna keep on going to tour in Puerto Rico.
Yep. Little miniature J-Lo, huh? Shit. Puerto Rican girls are nice, man. They real nice, man. I grew up around a lot of them in Chicago on the north side. They are some beautiful women. They're some beautiful women, and they really do. Now those people, they don't deny their black culture. They embrace, the Puerto Ricans embrace their black culture. They do.
Yeah.
Those Dominicans don't, and them Cubans don't. But them Puerto Ricans, they do. Yeah.
James, you funny, man. You funny.
Short for Sinead, huh? Yeah. Then it made it even worse, man. Was he shaved off his mustache and his beard and shit? Man, I'm like, damn, dude.
Hey, let me tell y'all a real quick story. So I'm over to my cousins. I'm over to my auntie's house, and so her son is my cousin. And he got two friends. He got a Vietnamese friend, and he has a Mexican friend. This nigga's black as my screen.
All right.
We in the backyard in Ladera Heights on their patio. And some way, somehow, the same subject comes up. And I said, I don't remember exactly who we was talking about. I have to think about it. But I said, man, I knew that fool was gay when he shaved all the hair off his face. And I seen these strange looks. And I looked at my cousin. He had shaved all the hair off his face.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. Yep. Cousin wasn't feeling that shit.
So I don't know if they were looking like, man, your cousin found you out. Like, nigga, you not undercover like you thought. Or was it? I would pay to see the film of that conversation, man. They got quiet and was looking crazy as hell.
Yep, they got quiet, man. But see, I'm telling you though, man, when it comes down to it, it's a bunch of cats out there, and that's what's kind of tricky. Now, check this motherfucker out. When I tried to get my shit together, man, I was using drugs and alcohol, man, for years, man. And I finally checked into a rehab center. Right now I'm celebrating over 30 years of sobriety. But
congratulations, bro.
I was downtown. Thank you, bro. I was downtown LA at the Salvation Army Harbor Light program. And so I went home for the weekend, and I had a weekend pass, and I was on my way back because it's an in-house program and you have to stay there. But I had a weekend pass. So I get downtown. But before I get downtown, I'm on Crenshaw on the bus. I'm on the bus going back down toward downtown, going down Crenshaw. And this cat gets on the bus, and it's my union steward. It's my union steward. And I said, damn, does that look like? So I holler at the old boy. I said, hey man, what's up? Nothing. That was all he said. I'm like, damn, what's wrong with this motherfucker? Man, look. It's cold as hell, man. This is the wintertime. It's raining. I got my heavy coat on and shit. And this motherfucker got on a flowered shirt, some shorts, and some sandals and shit on. I mean, it's freezing, dude. And so when he get off the bus, I said, this motherfucker got this big old bag. I'm like, this motherfucker got a damn purse. He gets off the bus down on Los Angeles in about 4th Street. And a whole bunch of motherfucking fag dudes ran up to his ass, calling him out by name, calling his name out. I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker, I'm seeing this dude. I say, this motherfucker's a fag. Dude, I get a letter a couple of weeks later from my supervisor telling me I got to come back to work. And I'm like, I ain't coming back to work. I'm in the program. I'll be back when I get back. Check with the union, because I went through the union to get into this program. I get back to work finally, and she told me that it was the fucking union steward was the one that told her that he saw me downtown. That motherfucker's trying to get me fired. Trying to get me fired before I got back to work, so I wouldn't tell everybody that motherfucker was a fag. Yeah. He downtown. I'm like, boy,
YouTube, I would like to apologize for the words that my guests are using.
Hey, that's on me. That's not on Kev Mac. I said it. Yeah. I'm owning up to it, and I ain't apologizing. But I don't want to get Kev Mac in no trouble. So, a gay person,
a happy person, right.
Yeah, happy go lucky.
Even Alonzo said I'm about to get demonetized.
Oh man, well,
it's
hey
all
man.
Right, KP, it's all right, man. I'm gonna just cut you out.
I didn't even know they monetized lives anyway.
Oh yeah, you better start going live, man.
Man, I thought we was gonna be able to do that. I thought we was gonna be able to do a 3-way live tonight.
You got to do it on my end. It asked me, did I want to make it available for you guys?
Oh, okay.
Yes. So on your end, you got to do it. Street TV did it when I interviewed Munchie Pitt.
Oh, okay. That'll work. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah. What's up with Munchie, man? What's up with him?
I don't know. I ain't talked to him, but
yeah.
Word is he got into a little scuffle with Rennie Lope from Compton, a female from Compton.
Oh wow.
But I'm getting ready to get up out of here, y'all. I got to travel tonight's travel night. I want to thank you guys for coming on, man, and you are welcome to come back whenever you want to.
Yeah, you be safe. Be safe, man.
Yeah,
be safe out there, brother.
Safe travels.
Yeah, especially if you want to talk about the books and publishing. You are welcome to come talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
we will.
Good investments you might have for the brothers out here in the audience.
Yeah. Keep your eyes open in Dallas. Keep your eyes open in Dallas, man. The brothers are pretty smart and pretty slick down there.
Yeah, that's why I'm going, man. I'm smart and I'm slick too.
Yeah. I was really shocked when the first time I met the guys from Dallas. I didn't know. I was, how you got a misconception about people
Yes.
I had no idea, man. I had no idea them boys was running them games like that. I didn't know until
I had, I had,
got hooked up with a couple of them.
I had a misperception about you, KP. I thought when you said bye, you were leaving. You said bye, and now you want to talk about Dallas.
Oh, shit. No, I think that was Mickey that said bye. I ain't say bye yet.
I'm out, man.
Have a safe trip, my brother. Be careful
bro.
out there.
All right,
You know,
appreciate you guys.
We'll be
Y'all
talking
bring me
about
back,
books.
bring me back a paper. Shit. Shit. All right, brother. All right. Take care, Kel.
I'm gonna bring back a midget in my suitcase if I find it.
All right, my brother.
Right,
Take care. Take care.
Take care, bro.
All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for tonight's live. I gotta go shower and get ready to go to the airport. I'll holler at y'all, man. Y'all take it easy. I got some stories for y'all. The channel's on autopilot while I'm gone. So you might not see me or you might see me, but you have a story, that's for sure. I'm out of here, y'all. Later.